for the final presentation, a big 1-hour show at 8 p.m. with Mary D.
Okay. Listen, now it's time for Cottage Farms with Sandra. Let's check this out.
Boy, Vanessa brings some glamour to the garden, doesn't she? This is the two-piece Angel Wings, the Caladium. We're going to ship live plants to you. This is instant pretty. They are a wow. You're going to get 2 different shades of these gorgeous plants. And for me, these are real problem solvers because they can go in sun or shade. You put them in containers and you have this instant look. Yeah, Alberti, these are all real, and this is what they're going to look like this season. They're annuals.
They feel like silicone. That's how full they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Aren't they beautiful?
They're really nice.
So we're going to show you how they are annuals, but we're going to show you how you can actually bring them back year after year after year. It's surprisingly easy. We will show that to you in a minute. But first, our true expert, Katie Dubow, is here from Cottage Farms. And look what we're shipping out to you. What a beautiful plant.
Oh my God, I am so excited that you get this. And then this turns into this by mid-summer. So you have an instant pot, really different kind of instant pot, right? But and I love these because these are flowers, right? These are the foliage, but they look like flowers, so you don't have to wait for a bloom. You don't have to say, oh, the bloom has passed. I wish that the bloom came back. No, they always look like this out of the box.
And they're called Angel Wings, which if you take a look at each one of the leaves, you can understand why they're called that. They do look like 2 wings, or they look like hearts. See,
yes, I love the heart.
Here's look, it really looks like it's shaped like a heart. And
that is so beautiful.
Isn't that stunning? And every single leaf is like that.
I also love the up close here because you can see how many colors are in each leaf. So
you've got a painting.
It's the deep red veining. Then you've got that magenta, like that hot pink, and then the outer is like that Jackson Pollock painting. It's just like a splatter, and then that heart-shaped rim in green. We've got 2 different ones actually that you're getting.
You get one of each, right?
You get one of each. Yeah, this one's called the Party Punch, and this one's called Southern Charm. So the Southern Charm is a little bit more on the white side. So instead of having those magenta margins and the green margins on the Party Punch, it is a little bit more on the lighter side, but still has that deep red veining. And remember, it looks like this out of the box, and it will look like it in sun or shade. So if you love this, you're like, oh, I don't know because I have a really sunny porch. Don't worry, you can plant this. Or, oh, I have a shady spot that I can't grow anything in. This will work there too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it really is great. Or maybe like with me, a lot of areas where I like containers, I've got like dappled shade, part of the day. I've got sun part of the day, and I'm like, well, full sun's not going to work there, but what do I want to put?
What's going to survive?
This is perfect.
And it's also really low maintenance. Everything at Cottage Farms that we bring you is low maintenance, but as far as an annual goes, a plant that is going to give it all, a lot of our annuals are really thirsty. It feels like you're watering them every day.
Yeah.
Yes, or if you go away for the weekend, you feel like you need to hire somebody to water your plants. With Caladium, it's not like that. So they are drought tolerant, they're deer resistant, which I know is a big fireworks moment. So these are something that you can be confident that once you plant them, they will look like this in the sun, in the shade, in a drought, from the minute you get them home until really through a couple frosts.
They're stunning. I mean,
really
each leaf looks like a piece of art.
It does.
Just absolutely gorgeous.
And they're big. Like, the leaves are about the size of my hand.
Yeah.
Well, look at this one over here. This is gigantic, right?
Yeah. Look.
So here's what's really nice about this, is that you were saying that they're annuals.
Yes.
But Sandra was alluding to the fact that you can turn these into perennials if you want.
So there's 2 things you can do at the end of the season if you don't live in a really warm climate. So if you don't live in a place that gets below 30 degrees, then you can keep these outside all year round. But if you do, you can bring them inside as houseplants. So that's your first option.
Oh, that's nice.
Take this pot, pick it up, and move it indoors. Put it in, because they're sun or shade, they can take a low light windowsill. So fabulous.
How great is that?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Actually, wait, can you imagine?
I love this.
Alberti, imagine instead of having only poinsettias, using these all summer, and then at holiday,
for Christmas,
you have this in your house.
I love this for Christmas, right? Because you've got red and green and white.
I do that with coleus. It's the same thing.
Yes.
It's an outdoor plant, but I bring it in and it's a pretty indoor plant.
Beautiful.
So imagine this at holiday, like you've grown your plants all summer, and then you put these on either side of your fireplace or something for holiday.
That's beautiful.
But there's something else you can do too.
And they'll be this big. But yeah, let's say you want these in the ground, which you can absolutely do. Containers, window boxes, hanging baskets, in ground. These are great in shade gardens, and that's where you want them. You don't want them in your house. All you need to do is dig them up. cut them back, dig them up, and they're these easy little bulbs. So they are, and so that's really what this whole thing grows from, are these. And you keep them in a, in a paper bag in your basement or just somewhere that's relatively
Just stick them in
cool.
like if you have a garage.
Stick them in your garage.
So cut all the leaves down, cut most of the roots off, and just keep this bulb portion.
You can have them year after year. Then about this time next year, plant them back in that same spot, and you can have these caladiums year after year after year.
I want everyone to realize that we are not shipping you bulbs. That's for next year.
We're shipping you
live plants. $20 a piece, less than. On Easy Pay, $13. We're shipping for free. And wow, they're so beautiful.
I love that it is an instant garden. You don't have to wait. I know I'm trying to teach my kids patience right now. Of course, they're 10 and they're 7. I'm trying to learn patience myself, really, let's be honest. But gardening is one of those things that does it. But sometimes we don't have to wait for the beauty.
Well, and look at this. If I said to you, like, you can have all this beauty for $39.98, I mean, look at the full plant here.
Wow. Now, we are showing also the fertilizer up there.
Yes, thank you, Alberti.
Really
so, especially annuals or anything that's grown in a container, any annual is going to be really hungry. And so we recommend our MPK Plus for just all-purpose fertilizer. It is 1 pod per 1 gallon, and it is really easy to use, and you can use that on all your annuals.
I forgot to say, I should have said it, if you want to do these on auto delivery, we can send another shipment out of the plants to you next year. So just ask about auto delivery.
At this price and at this Easy Pay, so which is really with the free shipping as well.
They're so beautiful. Thank you so much for
Thank
bringing
you.
this to us.
Always a pleasure
Good
to see you.
you.
Thanks so much for being here. And 132412 is your item number. Get that home with a $13 and change Easy Pay. Remember, that comes to you no matter where you live at the time when you should be planting it. Right now, though, let's take a seat.
Let's take several seats.
Yeah.